All right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of issues on Gimme 5 tonight. The Supreme Court recently handed down a decision in the case of Utah v. Strife. Police officers stopped a gentleman named Strife. They admit they had really no probable cause to do so, but they found that he had an outstanding warrant for a small traffic violation. They searched him and they found some meth in his pocket. The state of Utah, like I said, originally said that, they had no probable cause to stop him, but they went ahead with the arrest, and this went to the Supreme Court, and the court had to decide whether the evidence was obtained legally or illegally. Well, the court ruled 5-3 that it was all legal and it all counted and everything was good. Well, Sonia Sotomayor, the woman who said that by nature a Latina woman would make a better judge than a white male, okay? She's not a racist, though. Wrote this in the dissent. This is part of what she wrote in the dissent. The white defendant in this case shows that anyone's dignity can be violated in this manner. But it's no secret that people of color are disproportionate victims of this type of scrutiny. For generations, black and brown parents have given their children the talk, instructing them never to run down the street. Always keep your hands where they can be seen. Do not even think of talking back to a stranger, all out of fear of how an officer with a gun will react to them. Well, first of all, there's so many things here. First of all, I had that talk with my son. Every parent should have that talk. And I don't think enough people in the African-American minority communities have that talk. Because how many of these cop shootings escalate because the suspect or the person who the cop stops doesn't obey the order, doesn't keep their hands where they're told, reaches into their pocket, disobeys the officer. But why is she writing, like a Black Lives Matter article here in her dissent? There's more. Here we go. More. We must not pretend that countless people who are routinely targeted by police are isolated, she continued. They are the canaries in the coal mine whose deaths, civil and literal, warn us that no one can breathe in this atmosphere. I'm telling you, maybe this gig isn't working out. She wants to run Black Lives Matter. There's another one. Want another one? Here's another one. Elsewhere in the dissent, she characterized and this is from the Daily Caller. They summarized part of the dissent, did a good job. She characterizes the United States as a carceral state and pillories the civil death, quote unquote, endured by those subject to arrest, a process she describes in vivid terms. She also accused the court of treating minority communities as second-class citizens. So it's obvious this woman has a race chip on her shoulder, in my opinion, and will carry that into her decisions when she should be deciding strictly on constitutionality of a law one way or another. And that's a very, very sad and scary fact. And if you think she's bad, wait. Because if Hillary's president, all you never-Trumpers, you phonies out there, oh, I'm a Republican, but I can't vote for Trump. Hillary's not so bad. You'll have 4 more Sonia Sotomayors on the bench. And the country will be lost. You will not recognize this country. So sit home. Don't vote for Trump. You can't do it. You can't do it to your kids, right? How are you going to explain in 20 years you voted for Trump? Grow up, wake up, and snap out of it because you're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. You really, really are. Speaking of Trump, he said this today.
New polls just came out, and I'm right there. I'm right, with the horrible few weeks I have from the press. I mean, the press is treating me unbelievably unfairly, and with all of that bad press that I've had over the last couple of weeks, and believe me, that's manufactured press, 100%. I've had days where there should have been good deals and good days, and the press comes out negatively. With all of the press, I'm right there in the polls.
Right, and let's put them up real quick. The CNN poll out today, we talked about it earlier, Trump trailing Clinton 47-42. That's almost within the margin of error. 5 points. We just had 1-2 the other day. 13, 12, it's over. 5 points. And then we could look at 37 here, battleground states, and look at these battleground states from Quinnipiac. Clinton leads Trump 47-39 in Florida, but in Pennsylvania, dead heat in Ohio. And then when it comes to these issues, let's put up the next issue, economy. Trump leads Clinton 51-43. They also trust him more on terror and trust him more on how to handle guns. But ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is going to have to do a better case. As I said earlier in this segment to our guest, Jeff Blades, there's never been a more flawed candidate. She is good. She should be so easy to beat. The media will pound the drum protect her, not say anything about the Clinton Foundation, her conflict of interest as Secretary of State, nothing. They will bang, bang, bang on Trump. But Trump has to drive the narrative, and he has to be better informed on these things. Like Rush said when I was driving in, these tweets are pretty good that Trump's putting out, but they'd be better if I was sitting there next to him. Well, I could argue the issues better than he's arguing the issues. He's got to get better. Thanks for watching.